Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alison, this is Sew Like Dotty, and yeah, welcome back. I missed a week last week because I had my second lens inserted into this eye, and in summary it's all gone really well, but I just needed a little bit of downtime obviously from sewing. That's a week tomorrow since I had that done. I've just spoken to my surgeon, we're all really pleased with it. I can drive, I can see all my distance vision is now really clear, so happy days. I have been kind of almost sitting on my hands trying not to do anything, but I've got a couple of makes to share with you, one that I made before and one that I've just made recently, so let's get into it. You may remember that I was given this beautiful fabric by my lovely sewing friend Vicky, and it's the Fabric Godmother Leo viscose. I'll pop a link into it. I've made this in the style like bell dress. I talked about it on my last vlog, and I was making this to go to a celebration event at our head office last Friday, but unfortunately I had my surgery at 5 o'clock on the Thursday night. It was either then or wait quite a long time, and I didn't want to do that. Obviously I wanted it to be right, so I did wear this for work on Saturday. I took a picture and I'll drop that in. I did my standard bell dress alteration, so no buttons down the skirt or on the front waist yoke, and really pleased with it. I didn't put a ruffle on because I wasn't sure I would have enough fabric for a ruffle, and I've hemmed it without the ruffle. However, at the minute I'm like, should I put one on? Shouldn't I put one on? I'll drop a picture in of that dress on one side and a previous one I've made with the ruffle. I wouldn't do it as long because it's to wear in winter with like DM boots and things. I have got a ruffle cut. I did have enough, so it wouldn't be the longest because obviously this would need to be hemmed, but I do have that. It's like cut, clipped, ready to go. I'm trying not to dive into it because this is my normal, and I'm like, does it need it? I am quite a ruffly girl though, I've got to say, so let me know what you think. Yeah, so it was a very easy make. It's a viscose twill fabric. It's sewed absolutely beautifully. I was a bit worried about snagging. I just used a Microtex needle, but no snags, no nothing. Just went together beautifully like a dream. And yeah, the shirring on the back panel, everything, just absolutely flew together. The fabric was from Jenny Stitches, but I think she's sold out now, but you can get it from Fabric Godmother. And these buttons, Jenny had put those in to go with the fabric when Vicky gave me it as a birthday gift. So there's just the shirred panel on the back that you can see just there. Pattern placement, I didn't kind of overthink about it. I didn't want to end up with like two leopards in certain places. I'm sure you know what I mean. But on the back I'm quite pleased, sort of, let me find the centre. So they're sort of not symmetrical, but like I think it looks quite nice. And where the pattern falls sort of down the dress, I did try to sort of centralise as much as I could, but yeah, I don't do, this pattern does have lines for doing shirring, so it's kind of two styles of sleeve. This is the regular, what I just do normally, and then I just put 1 inch elastic in the cuff and do quite a loose cuff. You could put an actual cuff on and gather it in, but it also has lines on it where you can do shirring, so you sort of bring it out, like bag it out here and then down again to the cuff. There's a lot of different options. It's one of my favourite dresses. I think it's quite a nice, can be quite a nice day dress. It can be quite a nice evening dress. You can change it up. You've seen me make it before. So I just need to make a decision about the ruffle. That might be a decision I make soon, or it may be when I'm actually, because at the moment I'm not wearing it with boots, but it might be one, and maybe I need to put my boots and tights on and see how I feel. There you go. See, talking to you guys always helps me with decisions. So maybe I need to try it on with those things rather than anything else, because although it's October and it is grim outside, it's very grey today, although the sun is shining behind the clouds, we have to remember that. Yeah, I've not quite gone into full boot mode just yet. Okay, so obviously I shared my October plans, and I'm not sort of massively deviating away from them. I mean, would it be a normal month if I didn't deviate away from my plans? But yesterday I just got really antsy and decided like I just need to come up and do something. we did have our vaccinations, our flu and COVID on Monday, so we've both been feeling a little bit iffy, achy arms and things, but I just was like, just need to do something. I think I was a bit nervous about putting the projector on, obviously because you've got to darken the room and then you've got the bright light, and how would my eye be with it, but it was absolutely fine. But I did go for something that wasn't in my plans, something that was quite simple, something that I'm wearing. So I'll talk to you about that. So I did know about this pattern and then I completely forgot about it, and Rachel from Stitched Up shared, I'll pop a link in the description box to it, a vlog for kind of casual leisure wear free patterns, and I downloaded a couple of those. And this is the Vicky So's Nikki sweatshirt. So I'll pop a picture of that in now, which I did, I think when it was launched, I did see it's completely free. You just go on the website, you choose your height and you choose your bust measurement and then download it. So it's like a one size one, but obviously you could go in and order multiple sizes if you wanted to. Now I forgot, it is slightly cropped. So I'm not going to drop in any pictures, I'll just stand up and show you it. So this is my natural waist and it finishes just here, but I've only got probably a 1 centimetre hem in it, and it's supposed to be quite a deep, maybe 1.5 centimetres hem. It's a dropped shoulder, and you top stitch across the shoulder and across the sleeve. I'm not sure if I was meant to top stitch down the sides, but it would be a bit lost in this fabric. But if you were doing it in a plain, that detail really stands out. I did this completely between my overlock and cover stitch machine. I didn't even thread my regular machine, although I was playing thread chicken with my cover stitch machine. I'll drop a picture in. This was when I was halfway around the hem, and it did make it to the end of the hem by 1 millimetre. And I mean, I could have easily like threaded up a little bobbin and finished it off. That was my thought, but I was like, let's just go for it and see what happens. Anybody else do that? Why don't we just stop? I don't know. I was just thinking, well, it's cover stitch, so if I run out, you just you literally pull a thread and that's it. So I've done like I did it with 2 needles rather than 3 around the neck, across the shoulders, and you put the arms in flat, so that was dead easy to do that. And then literally just pretty standard round the seams. There's no cuff to attach to the sleeves. The sleeves are maybe a little bit long for me, but I've left them because in the winter I like that proper sort of cosy in feeling. And this was complete, like, well, not scrap, but a remnant of fabric, because I made a jumper dress in this last year with this pink ribbing as well, which was from Pound Fabrics, and this was from First for Fabrics. If they've still got this in, I will link it. So it's like sort of leopard print, but almost looks like little flowers. It's really cute, and it's quite a lightweight sweatshirt fabric, I would say, but I'm quite warm in it today. I've got it on with some black sweatpants that I made last year, which are actually the Friday Pattern Company Suero pants pattern, and I just made them in some sweatshirt fabric that I had without pockets, just to see how they would work, and I actually lived in them a lot when I was working at home last winter, so that's what I was going for, that cosy look. But for me, I've just got those mum bits. My daughter's 25, but I've still got those, those mum bits here, and I usually like something just a little bit longer, I would say. So I am still planning to make the things that I talked about in my plans. I'll see how much of that I get made in October. Next Wednesday I've got Sewtoon, and on the Sunday I've got Stitch and Tynes. So I've got a couple of sewing socials, so I could probably get a dress made between the two of them. But I would like to make another one of these, and First for Fabrics released their polar fleece fabrics for this season a couple of days ago. They've got a few patterned and a few plain, and I bought some in like I want to say like a denim blue. I'm going to show you it last year, and I made a sweatshirt out of it. Can't remember which pattern I did. Might have been, I can't remember. A sweatshirt with some glittery ribbing and cuffs and the band. But I knew I had some left, so I've just dug it out. So I think I'm going to make this same pattern, because why not? It's exactly what I need, but I'm going to obviously lengthen it. I think I might lengthen it by about 3 inches so I can put a good hem in it. I think I need about 2 more inches on it in total. So this is it just here. Absolute coziness. Polar fleece is quite thick. I do have some neck ribbing that's a very similar colour to this, but I think it's just maybe a slight shade difference. So you can see it's got that real if I can show you maybe the thickness of it, I don't know, that real fleeciness inside, and then just very plain knit on the outside. And I thought this is ideal, you know, for most of the time I'm at home now. So it's a two-way stretch, so I just need to make sure I get the direction of the stretch right. I had a look and I think I've got more of this than I had of this, so I definitely know I can get this pattern out of it. And from a company called Woolbox, I don't know if they've still got any, but I know lots of you got these when I mentioned them last year. They had these different ribs in different finishes. So this one is, it's single layered and it's black with, it's got glittery silver there and then white there, but it is a single layer, it's not doubled over. I haven't used this before, but obviously it's just for around the neck. So I'm thinking I might give this a go. What's the worst that can happen? If I don't like it, I'll take it out. So I'll probably just stitch it in on like a basting stitch on my machine around the neck first. Try it on, see if it's going to lie flat. I'm probably going to, I mean, I guess you could double it. Could you double it over? Yeah, you could double it over. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself as I'm doing it. So this single layer, you know, normally your rib is a double layer. So I guess I could do a double layer and it would sit with the glitter underneath like that. That might give it a bit more structure, I think. Yeah, I think I will do that actually. So I'm going to do that for, just working out if there's the right and wrong side. Thinking I'm going to do that around the neck. So that might be something I maybe get on with. Today's Wednesday, so I might get that cut out maybe tomorrow or Friday. This took me about an hour to do, and I probably will do, I might do like a bit of a contrast top stitch on this. I've not got any sort of silver thread at all, but I've got black. I've got different things I could do if I wanted to. Or I might just go for standard. Who knows? We will see. So I was just looking actually, if I need to layer up, that would go really nicely over that if I wanted to layer up. Yeah, and then I'm just back to my normal plans. So I hope that you're getting lots of lovely sewing done. I hope you're getting lots of time to sew. I hope you're adapting, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, to the darkness that has descended upon us all. It is tricky, isn't it, getting used to those different sort of conditions and things, you know. I think the last time I was recording, the sun was glaring in and now it's just grey. But that's just life and I'm trying to embrace it this year. So, yeah, I'll catch up with you all really soon. Thanks for stopping by, guys. It's always a pleasure to share a little bit of time with you.